Good morning. It's nice to see you again, although I can't really see you properly. As most of you already know, I went for an eye operation. And many of them, they've been done thousands and thousands of times. And everyone I've talked to said that as soon as they've had it done, they can see. Well, mine was a little bit different than that. And I must tell you, it wasn't the most comfortable thing I've ever had done. And I was told halfway through the operation that they was having a bit of trouble getting the old cataract off. And when I came out of surgery, I literally could not see anything out of that eye, just a very bright light, and that was for 3 days. And I must admit I was quite concerned. So I rang the surgery and they said, well, just give it a week and it should get better. Well, it did slightly, but it's taken all this time, which is almost 8 weeks, and now I can see perfectly from this eye. Now I need to have this one done, and I went back for a consultation, and I saw the guy, and he said, "Yeah," he said, "we can probably do your right eye in a couple of weeks." I said, "Oh, great, that's fine." And he signed a piece of paper and said, "Thank you very much," and I left. And as I was halfway down the corridor, he shouted at me, "Could you come back here, Mr. Moss, please?" I said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "I hope you don't mind me springing this on you, but we've had a cancellation and we can do your right eye at 11 o'clock. And I said, "Wow, it's 9:30 now, nearly 10 o'clock actually." He said, "That's all right." He said, "We can do it. Are you prepared to have it done?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So you go and see the pre-med nurse, and they check your blood pressure and blah de blah de blah. And she said, "Your blood pressure is rather high." And I thought, well, yeah, that's quite understandable. You just sprung this on me. I was quite surprised. Anyway, to cut a long story short, they couldn't do it because my blood pressure was too high. Okay. So then I tried to contact a doctor on the NHS. Unbelievable. The first time I rang, I was 55th in the queue, and I waited and waited and waited for a long, long time. And eventually someone answered, and they said, "Yes, a doctor will ring you this afternoon." So I held my phone in my hand just to make sure I didn't miss a call. And later on in the afternoon, around 4 o'clock, it buzzed, just a buzz. And I looked and it said, "We have tried to contact you, but you didn't answer your phone. Please try again." So I did try again. And they suggested that I went to the surgery to get my BP checked. When I got there, the machine was out of order. It didn't work. And there was no one there to do it because they were all busy. So I went to Tesco's, to their pharmacy, and they checked my blood pressure. And she said, "Actually, it is quite high." So I decided to get myself a machine, which I did, and I've been checking it for a week, and it's up and down like a yo-yo. Whether that's stress, I don't know. But my point is, the operation was a success, but the National Health Service is a calamity. It really is a calamity, and I really would hate to get properly sick. And it did cross my mind to go to emergency at the hospital, but if you look at the hospital, They're always extremely busy, and I didn't really want to bother with such a triviality. Yeah, so that was me, really. What's news in the world? Pretty grim, pretty grim. When you think of the major troubles in this world, 3 phone calls from America could, 1, free Julian Assange, 2, end the Ukraine war, and 3, end the problems in Israel. 3 phone calls, that's all it takes from the President of the United States. Is it going to happen? No, it's not. And the really good news is that Julian Assange has now got permission to reapply for his freedom. But there's always a catch. It will go through the European Court of Human Rights, and that could take months and months. Meanwhile, he's still banged up in solitary confinement in Belmarsh prison. And it seems to me that the powers that be in America want to make him wait as long as possible and hope he will die. And that's that's the way they think. And I feel very strongly about this with Julian Assange. It's really, really important for free speech the whole world over. Make no mistake about that. And by the way, he couldn't attend the court case because he wasn't well enough. He's a destroyed man. They've destroyed him, and they want him dead and finished. And I think if that happens, he will become one of the world's greatest martyrs. Hopefully he won't. Hopefully he will go through the European Court of Human Rights and succeed against the evil power of the United States, which is what it is. Very, very sad indeed. Thank you for listening. Yeah, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.